Welcome back, niggas, to another episode of Splash Cam. I think this is episode 5. Pretty sure it's episode 5. 6? Let me check. Let me make sure. I could literally just go on to YouTube. Oh, you're right. So 5 dropped yesterday with Mike Prince. Today is 6. Man, today was a good ass day. We had a show with Leah Janae, and it was in Vallejo at the Empress. She was turned up. And man, I just had a cool ass day, bro. Like, it wasn't too much stress. I took some shrooms earlier in the day. That shit was cool. Nigga, they hit while I was like dancing earlier. Nigga, I was gigging, right? This was like before the show even started. I think we were just doing rehearsal. I'm gigging, bro. And on God, bro, I hit one move and said to myself, hold on. I'm feeling a little too good, nigga. Then something caught my eye and I look up. The lights is hitting so hard. I'm like, damn, why these bitches looking so beautiful though? Like, and yeah, then I had to think to myself, oh yeah, it's the shrooms. But life was beautiful during that time, bro. Like, that shit was amazing. Yeah, that was that. And then after the show, we ended up coming back and the, good people over at Ithaca, they came over and we just had a conversation with them. And yeah, this has been a cool little day. I almost didn't even come record today, bro. I'm cooked right now. But I'm really trying to uphold and really like push myself this year and just stay in front of this camera so I could really give insight to all the people who like are trying to build the same way I'm trying to build. And just being 100% transparent while I'm building. Like, nigga, I'm tired right now. I like keeping it a buck, don't want to be sitting in front of this camera. But I know sitting in front of this camera what it will get me if I just decide to stick it out and work hard as fuck. And even in the times I'm tired, just being like, man, fuck it. I got to go do it. Because it's like, you're going to look back when you get the energy and be like, damn, if I would have just, you feel me? And it's like, I'm going to have the energy to scroll in a little bit. So why can't I have the energy to, you feel me? Come do what I love to do and push my craft forward. So anybody sitting on their ass today watching this, continue sitting on your ass because I like to sit on my ass too. But work, man. Get to work. Work your ass off. You feel me? Don't sit around and just let it come because it's never going to come. You got to go get that shit. And it's like nobody was going to force me to come down here today and come have to record this. I was going to sit up there and nigga, whatever was going to happen was going to happen. Instead, I decided to come downstairs and come make an episode. And now look, I'm here. Of course, I'm still not organized and I'm still not professional. So I'm reading off the phone again. And the last episode I really enjoyed. I felt like it was like a reset for me to be able to like realign myself with what I'm trying to chase and what I'm after. And just letting people know that too. And, I posted a clip from it and it got really good feedback, like really, really good feedback. But, it was also some non-good comments. And it's like, I actually got some comments from individuals that I like communicate with on a daily basis, or not even on a daily basis, but just often, and it was like, I got a comment from someone that actually said, so, and I quote, you leaving out all the street niggas then. And that was in talks about like me and what I'm trying to build as an artist and what I would like to, how I would like to showcase artists and the light that I want to showcase them in. And so I decided to make not just this episode, but I decided to talk about this because I would just like to speak and, say I would never in my life say no to any artist if they're tight. I just want to make dope shit, bro. I don't care what you're rapping about or what you're singing about. As long as it's not on no crazy detrimental shit. If it's a real story, it's like, bro, I can't tell you not to speak on your story. I can't tell you not to talk about, nigga, if you got shot at or whatever happened. You feel me? Whatever happened in your life that you feel like you need to speak about, if it's really your life, I can't tell you not to talk about that shit. But what I won't tolerate is just hearing you diss and talk about some shit that's in the light that's like, bro, it's a better way to talk about it. You feel me? Or a better way to articulate it. And I just want to be overly clear with that. I'm never excluding no street nigga. Like, I'm never excluding any artist of any caliber. If a nigga is tight, a nigga is tight. We gonna work. I'm gonna figure it out. That's the cool thing about having a platform is like, I get to showcase artists in a light that I want to showcase them in. And it's like, if that don't align, we just won't work. But like, I would never in my life exclude any artist. So it was just like I had to really take time to myself and really think like I gotta address this, because I'm sure it was other artists that seen that and was like, well, this nigga never finna work with me. Work with me. It's like, nah, I'm open to working. I would like to work with every artist that hit me if I could, but it's like I have a standard and I have a level of willingness, you know? Like I'm not willing to just lend myself in a way that's not conducive to what I'm trying to build, bro. And it's like, it was crazy to get them comments. And I'm like sitting back, I'm hella thankful that I'm me, because like, I just know how that shit could have been. Like having that, when people are feeding you with shit that's like, bro, that's not me, and you live in the type of life I'm living, I could have really been like, man, fuck you. Nigga, I don't owe you nothing. But I'm not, because that's just not the nigga I am. I would never in my life do that to an artist. I remember being in a position of like, man, I'm just trying to be seen. I would never do that to an artist. You feel me? Like, I want to work with niggas, but in a great way. I just want to showcase great shit. You feel me? And it's like, I'm going to do that shit, regardless of who it's with. I'm going to do it. You feel me? I just had to take some time to just speak on that, because it was like, man, that shit was like, I ain't gonna lie, it kind of bothered me to get a comment from an artist that I actually have done work with in the past too. It's like, you know I would never do that. You know I would never say that. But it's like, bro, nigga, like, that shit kind of crazy, bro. It's like, man. And I feel like my comment or my post that I made was more towards like me just saying like I have a standard. Like, I never said I'm excluding anyone. I just said, you know, I have a standard. And if you a nigga that just want to do anything, I'm just not the nigga for that. You feel me? And it's like, yeah, I just had to speak on it though, because it was like, it was really on my mind heavy. And now I'm like, damn, I could have really went the other way. For real. Second, let's see, what is this other? I got a few things in here. I would like to speak on being on Tiny Desk as a director. I was on Tiny Desk and I don't make no music, like at all. I executive produce albums and executive produce singles and I do live sessions. But nigga, I was on Tiny Desk as a director with no music. I don't make music, nigga. Like, that shit was crazy. And I was on it with one of the biggest independent artists that are out currently. Like, nigga, this day and like, bro, what? It was many. It was a many feeling. I remember when it was happening, I wasn't originally in the plan to even be on Tiny Desk. Like, if you watch the Tiny Desk, like, not knocking my outfit, but I was like the least dressed for real, because it was like such a last minute. I wasn't supposed to be on it. But LaRussell is such a real nigga, and he just want to spread his light with everybody, bro. He ended up throwing me the live and was just like, nigga, you need to be in this. And at first I tried saying like, nah, I don't got no clothes. I'm just this y'all shit. Like, I ain't got no haircut. That'd be my biggest thing. Like, nigga, I don't feel like myself with no cut. That shit just don't be it. You feel me? And it's like, just to see that look in his eye of like, no, nigga, like, you finna be on this Tiny Desk with me, whether you like it or not. Get your ass dressed and let's go. That shit was like it was a great feeling, bro. Like, Tiny Desk don't just be happening. So to be on it as a nigga dancing, gigging, bringing that energy from the turf, like, one day I'm gonna be able to sit my son down. Right. One day I'm gonna be able to sit my son down and just be like, bro, like, nigga, look at your pops, nigga. I was really outside, nigga, putting feet to the pavement, really having it. Like, and that shit dope as fuck, bro, because I'm just a regular nigga. Like, where I'm from Richmond, North Richmond to be exact. And where I'm from, they don't even call it North Richmond. But I'm trying to set a different standard. I'm trying to change, you feel me, what's going on around there. So I'm going to say the real term, North Richmond. But, man, where I'm from, we don't have what I've been able to see, experience, do. We don't have that out there. Like, for me to be doing it is kind of insane because we don't have nobody who's done it prior to me. Like, we got great artists out there, but we have never had an artist that hit the breakthrough and really went, like, either mainstream or just had a hit record. Like, we've never had an artist who really took it there. And I think, in my opinion, I don't know for sure. Actually, no, I can't even say, in my opinion. Cool John is from Richmond. So we have had an artist who's done some tremendous, incredible things. He's dope as fuck. I'm not knocking him at all. But outside of that, we don't have nothing. Like, we ain't got shit. Like, nigga, we trying to put on right now. It's me, Jane Hancock, June, Cool John, Blaster, Weez Gotti, Peas, JLR Deli. It's a lot of niggas outside, like a lot. And it's like, to not have like the infrastructure to be able to push that shit, it's kind of crazy. But nigga, it exists now. You feel me? And it's like, all that shit is crazy, bro. I've never in my life been able to go outside and see a nigga that was like actually successful in like something positive and be like, damn, you from here too? Like, I could do this shit. So that shit was incredible. Like, Tiny Desk, nigga. That shit don't be happening. That shit is not real, bro. Like, niggas be thinking that shit just, nigga, that is not normal. Like, bro, that shit is not normal. It's actually kind of insane. And man, what's the next one? How I made my first album. I made my first album with Blaster. I forgot if I believe I reached out, but I'm not sure if I reached out and it happened the first time I reached out or if it was him reaching back out. I can't remember because it was like right around the time when we were about to just go on tour. Damn, that's plaguing me. I'm sitting here thinking because I want to give an accurate story. Anyway, I reached out to Blaster and I was like, bro, we need to get a project in. Like, it's gonna do numbers. I gotta sell it. It's my first project. And it's like, I'm trying to do my Dougie. But I was serious though. I knew if I could get Blaster in the studio, we could make some extremely dope shit. Like, we could make some shit that's like, damn, like, that's some shit I'm proud of. Shit that niggas gonna really stream for the rest of our lives. And like, you feel me? And it was dope as fuck. Just like I said, like, I was able to really sit in the studio and like coach Blaster through working and like what I'm looking for, because it was like I knew I couldn't go into what I want to do with artists, with making albums and singles and live sessions. I knew I couldn't go into it like just listen to me without having a relationship with an artist. So me and Blaster, we're tight as fuck outside of music. Like, that's really my dog. So being able to be like, nah, like, we need to get in because I know I could like really look in your eye and tell you the truth. Like, no, that ain't it. Or yeah, that's it. You feel me? Like, having that relationship allowed us to create the album that we created. And that shit was, bro, crazy. Because it's like, I was really able to sit in there. It's lines, songs that came out, but lines that changed because I was in there and I said, nah, I think you should. Or Louis spoke up and was like, I think you should come different. You feel me? And it's like, without having niggas in your corner, without having niggas that give a fuck about you, bro, you gonna be in the studio just making shit. And it's like, I don't care what caliber of artist you are, every song is not a hit. So having a nigga that actually give a fuck about the art and actually care about making the best product in the room with you is really pivotal, bro. Like, I was able to just set vibes. Like, I knew me being in there, I'ma smile with that nigga. I'ma dance. I'ma do everything. You feel me? I'ma set the vibe. Because it's like, how in the fuck is we finna be creating and we ain't smiling, having fun? Like, I hate them type of studio sessions. What am I doing here? What am I doing here is hella smoke. We ain't got, you feel me? That's just not the energy I'm trying to be on. I'm trying to have fun, nigga. I like to gig. I like to dance. I like to talk my shit in a great way. You feel me? So what could I do to make the product great? And me and Blaster relationship is so fucking dope because I was able to really, really, really cultivate, like, nigga, what I wanted out of this session, and which ended up being our project, Hear Me Out. And we ended up getting Malachi on that project, Said on that project, He Bout Dollars on that project. Who else? Do we got any more? I don't think we got anybody else on that, but yeah, and it was great. Like, I loved every bit of it. I loved it. I really loved every song off that project because I just know the energy that was in that room was something new for me and Blaster. Like, we both. He had said it in that session. He was like, I ain't never had nobody like tell me like, nah, like I should come different or I should say this or I should say that. And like hearing that was like, that was a pat on the back to both of us because it was like, damn, like I had the courage enough to say something, and he actually took my advice and listened. You feel me? Like it was dope as fuck, bro. Like being able to cultivate real relationships and do dope shit with artists in this industry, like cannot be taken for granted because there's so many situations you get into dealing with the hip hop industry that you like, man, are there any real humans out there? And there are, for real. There's a lot of them, but you know, you got to find them, and you got to find the ones that you're willing to work with. And just getting back to how I finished the album, after we ended up, I think we had 2 sessions. So we had the first night where we created, I think, 4 songs, and then the next night we created 2 more, or 3 more. Yeah, I believe 3 more. And then we ended up, I texted him and I was like, we need to get in before I go on tour with T-Pain so that I could shoot all of the content. Like I wanted to shoot all the visualizers, which we ended up undershooting. I should have got way more content to push that project. I really should go back and repost that just to, you know, get it back moving. But we ended up shooting all the content before I went on tour. I was able to announce the album being live while on tour with T-Pain. I was in Columbus, Ohio, when we announced the project. It was a dope-ass moment, bro. Like, I'll never forget it. I ended up popping some apple cider to celebrate. And, yeah, it was a great experience. I actually got registered through Command Shift and Even. Maybe, like, I had already had a Command Shift account, so I knew how to upload already, but I got registered through Even while on the road with the Russell. And so, that was a dope experience, and just it was dope as fuck, bruh. And I was able to really enjoy that moment because I knew I was the first of something that's gonna be a norm one day. Like directors, and not technical first. I'm one of the first, not technical first. Cole Bennett definitely did this before me, and I'm sure there's somebody who did it before him that is a director or creative director, you know. But as far as platforms being built that's standing for something in the culture that's like actually creating and doing dope shit, it was definitely me and Cole Bennett. Like, you feel me? And that shit is dope as fuck to share that with him because that's my idol. So, yeah, I think this year when I make albums and projects, I really want to release them in real time. I can't I just dropped an album with 1100, and I really wish we would have dropped it like soon as we made it, because it's just like, bro, when you in that energy of in pocket, when you make some shit and it's so fresh to you, you want to like share it, put it out. But when you creating as rapidly as I am, you don't got time to make something and then just keep going at the rate and speed I'm going. I'm getting so much better, faster, quicker, and you know, like shit is moving at the speed of light. To where you go back 6 months and you like, damn, I don't even like that no more. You feel me? Or I don't even, you know, and it's like, I don't want to keep having them situations. I love this project me and 1100 got. That's not saying I don't love the project. I'm just saying I want to be in real time because the energy is different. You're able to actually like revel in that energy and create a real moment, a real like experience while creating, you know, and dropping shit. And it's like, I want to get at to niggas. I don't want you to hear a project that I helped work on 3-4 months ago. It's like, bro, I done made a whole new album and project. You feel me? And yeah, I think that's pretty good. I wasn't even supposed to come out here. Yeah, I'll say the rest of these questions for another time. I'm actually going to be doing one tomorrow with Malachi. So I'm going to make a clip. This is the clip. I am doing a splash cam with Malachi. If you have any questions, personal questions of all sorts, whether it be career, human, financial, everything, we're answering questions tomorrow. We're going to be open and as transparent as possible. So please, we would love for you to submit some questions. Thank you. I will see y'all niggas probably tomorrow. Because it's finna get rendered and I'm going to just drop this bitch. I've been dropping them at like 1, 2 in the morning. If you a real Splash Bakery supporter, you should DM me when I drop these bitches and be like, nigga, I'm up. I'm watching. I'm tuned in. Because that shit mean a lot, bro. Like, that support. Whenever I get a DM from y'all, I be like damn near clicking my heels. Like, I don't take none of that shit for granted. I remember not getting no views. So to actually drop some shit and niggas is tuning in, paying attention, whether it's 10 views or 100 views or 100,000, Thank you. I'm overly grateful because I remember getting nothing, like zero, goose egg, nothing. Didn't make shit. You feel me? So yeah, I appreciate all y'all. Please continue to tune in. And when you see a nigga randomly dropping these at 1, 2 in the morning, go ahead and tap in. Your boy been working all night. Shit, I love that text to go to sleep on. You feel me? Oh God, what a great episode. Shit, I'm going to see my son.